Hello, all you beautiful people. World's Okayest lawyer here. Still a little uglier than usual, but at least the stitches are out. But I still got that shiner. The Chicago Bears have a really huge decision to make in reference to the 2024 draft and Justin Fields. All indications are that the Bears plan to trade Fields with an expectation that they will land somewhere around a second rounder for him. However, I wanted to kind of break down everything that they should be thinking about from the front office perspective. First, let's start with their first option, which is to draft Caleb Williams at number 1, which most analysts believe is as sure of a thing as we've seen since Trevor Lawrence. Williams was a 3-year starter with 1 at Oklahoma and 2 at USC. Remember, Caleb Williams followed Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma to USC. And as we've seen with Brock Purdy, reps are very important in college. And that is an important step in order to make a huge leap in the NFL. Williams meets this prong, as he played in a total of 37 games with 1,099 total attempts, finishing with a career rating of 169.3. That's an elite number, particularly as Williams' line wasn't elite and his defense was especially suspect, causing his win-loss record to be lower than what we've seen from a number 1 quarterback pick in the draft. For example, again, Trevor Lawrence. So if the Bears decide to draft Williams, then Fields will absolutely be traded. There's too many in the locker room right now that love Fields and know he has done a lot with so little. So you can't really have that issue. So why should the Bears draft Williams? Well, how do you not with the elite stats he especially put up over the last 2 years? This last season, while working with Cliff Kingsbury, who is now with the Commanders, Williams saw his completion percentage increase to a career best 68.8%, along with a career best rating of 170.1. The floor for a trade for Fields is a second rounder, which teams associated are the Falcons, Steelers, Raiders, Patriots, Broncos. Even though I think, and I've been saying this all year with my buds in the chat and with people just in general, that I think you're going to see Sean Payton go after Taysom Hill. Giants and Titans, but I think they're happy with Will Levis. Should the trade solely be for a second round pick, then the New England Patriots holds the number 4 pick, the 34th pick, And then the floor for that would be the Steelers at number 54. So, all in all, if that's what ends up happening, there's going to be a team that's going to land a damn good quarterback in Fields for not a whole lot. The Bears line needs help real bad. So landing offensive tackle Kingsley Sumatea, center Jackson Powers Johnson, guard Troy Fautanu, guard Christian Haynes, tackle Patrick Paul from my alma mater, U of H, plus some other offensive talent would absolutely be necessary to pair with Williams, as he is not as athletic as Fields, who was running for his life behind the Bears lines pretty much ever since that he was drafted. So why should the Bears not take Williams? What the Bears got from the Panthers to swap from number 1 to number 9 would be the floor for what they could get from the number 1 pick this season. Just as a reminder, in 2023, the Bears landed DJ Moore, swapped the number 1 for the number 9, got the 2023 second round pick from the Panthers, and their first round pick for 2024, and the second round pick in 2025. This is just an absolute haul. Plus, they have a known commodity in Fields who can elude a pass rush with the porous line. The Bears also currently have $49 million in cap space to get some deals done to make the offense better. Teams that could make at least that offer are the Commanders at number 2, which everybody is pretty much tying the Commanders to trading up to number 1 since they now have Cliff Kingsbury, just as a friendly reminder. The Patriots at number 3. There's no longer a Bill Belichick that, is all about hoarding picks. They're going to potentially be a lot more aggressive than they have in the past. Cardinals at number 4, Giants at number 6, Falcons at number 8, and a dark horse, the Jets at number 10, who could have Williams sit behind Rodgers for a season, similarly to what the Chiefs did with Mahomes there to help clean up his mechanics. So imagine something like Scary Terry or Curtis Samuel being packed with a trade from the Commanders, Devontae Parker or Mike Gesicki from the Patriots, Darius Slayton from the Giants, or Van Jefferson or Jonnu Smith from the Falcons packaged with the deal. The Cardinals and Jets would have to throw in an additional draft pick for compensation because I just don't see them having the offensive talent to match with DJ Moore. Those would also be significant hauls that would make the Bears immediately better in 2024. So what if they trade down to number 2 with the Commanders? It is no secret that, again, the Commanders want to pair Williams with Cliff Kingsbury. So let's chat about Drake May from UNC. May is a dog. Folks like Orlovsky feel that he reminds them of Big Ben when he came out of Miami of Ohio. May is a full 6'5" and 220 to 230 pounds. In comparison, Williams is 6'1". Not a shorty, not like what you've seen last year with Bryce Young or you saw with Kyler Murray. I mean, he is above 6 foot. So just like Williams, May has a significant amount of experience playing in 30 games with a career 64.9% completion and a career 154.1 rating. Not as elite as Williams, but they're still elite college stats. May admittedly does have some mechanic issues, similar to what Big Ben, Mahomes, and Josh Allen had coming out of school. But you'll find a lot of tape on Williams throwing off his back foot as well. And if you pay attention, throwing off your back foot in the NFL is likely going to end up with an interception. So in addition, May is far more mobile than Williams, rushing for 1,209 yards to Williams' 966, and Williams played in 7 more games. May would be a great compromise to Williams, with mobility being a must behind the current offensive line. In addition, the Bears could earn a whole bag of picks, allowing them to fully address their offensive line issues, which was real bad in 2023. So, folks not named Tevin Jenkins, who received a PFF rating of 71.9, which is a very good rating as the number 10 overall at guard. Only one other player on the line even ranked in the top 30, with Lucas Patrick coming in at 29. The remaining starters, and remember, there are only 32 teams, were not very good, with Braxton Jones coming in at 33 at tackle, Darnell Wright coming in at 52 at tackle, Nate Davis coming in at 54 at guard, Cody Whitehair coming in at 45 at guard, with the remaining linemen not even qualifying for a PFF rating. They could still trade Fields for a second, giving them 2 second-round picks to address the line and receiver positions, but you gotta keep the team on the field. And the only way you're going to be able to keep the team on the field is to be able to block, run block, pass block, and have receivers that can actually do a damn thing if they have the ball in their hands. Now, I know folks are going to say, God, no, comparing May to Trubisky. It's just no comparison. Although Trubisky played in 31 total college games, he was only the starter for one season where he had 447 of his 572 total attempts, his one really good season. May had 952 total attempts, just not even the same. Now, the Bears have a real opportunity to do something significant. And in my world's okayest opinion, and if I was GM of the Bear, which, hey, Bears, I am totally available to work in your front office, and this is what I think you should do. First, keep Fields. You know what he is, and he really hasn't been given a real opportunity with bad line and receiver play. Yes, he is likely to net a contract in the same area as Kyler Murray, but he has the talent and skill to be worth it. Just to give an idea of how bad it was for Fields in 2023, DJ Moore was the only one to have a touchdown reception after the second game of the season. So trade number 1 to the Commanders for the number 2 pick. Maybe get Scary Terry or Curtis Samuel, knowing that the Panthers 2023 trade is probably floor. Once that is executed, trade the number 2 back to someone like the Cardinals, who could then shop Kyler Murray, who could likely net the Cardinals a second-round pick. In keeping all of this together, remember, the Bears obtained 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. That is the potential of netting a total of 4 first-rounders and 4 second-rounders for trading back from number 1 and number 2. Plus, and keep this in mind, if they can entice the Cardinals to make the move from number 4 to number 2, that will likely land the Bears at best Marvin Harrison Jr. or at worst Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors to pair with DJ Moore. Then they can address the offensive line in the second round. In addition, there is a chance that a team will absolutely fall in love with Bo Nix and want to trade up to number 4 to obtain him. You are absolutely talking about changing the makeup of the Bears in a single draft, netting upwards of 8 first-round picks and 8 second-round picks. Could legitimately see a significant turnaround like the Texans saw in 2023, then just watch the team make a Super Bowl run in 2025. Let's face it, the Chicago fans deserve this sort of creative thinking from the front office to take the team from the cellar to the top. I just think the Bears are not going to see much by trading Fields and choosing Williams at number 1. Could at least give them an additional shot of packaging 2 second-rounders to make a move into the first round for a wide receiver alignment. There is just so much opportunity by trading both and even potentially trading the hypothetical number 1 to be able to completely address the offensive line and receiving core in one draft. I just think that makes so much damn sense. Like, why would you not do something like that? Why would you only go with Williams or only go with May when you can just change the entire makeup of your team immediately? So tell me what you think. You agree, disagree, or just want to roast me? Please leave a comment. If there is anything you would like for me to discuss, be it history, sports, law, or whatever, let me know. Hey, if you hate what I got set up behind me now, that's cool too. Let me know that. Also, be sure to follow me on YouTube, X, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, and Truth. In addition, nothing in any of my posts creates an attorney-client relationship, which requires a contract signed between myself and any potential clients. This includes responses to anything I post. There would be something that is on a legal document that I would send to you, you would sign, I would sign, and we have that now client-attorney relationship. All thoughts are mine alone, based on my own research, which could include looking up stats from, again, PFF, looking up, pro football stats, college stats. All of this is stuff that I spent time and did on my own. Lastly, it costs $0 to be kind. It's the best money that you'll ever spend. Until next time, beautiful people, be well. Peace.